I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. I feel like it's long overdue. I should have made it a long time ago, as I hardly ever play it anymore. This game will always hold a special place in my heart. This game has done a lot for me in the 7 years it's been out or longer. I've never played a game as consistently for 4 to 5 years than For Honor. Right now, I just feel like For Honor has just been on its last leg for the last few years. There's nothing that they've added recently that could really just bring me back to playing it as consistent as I used to be back when I was grinding out all the heroes just to get all their best armor and weapons. That's mainly why I grind out the heroes I did. It's because I like their gear. But then also playing them all those hours, repping them up to rep 8 just so I can get all the good gear, I grew to like the characters, even characters later in the years that I hated before. But throughout all these years, you know, provided that they've consistently provided content for this game, I feel like it hasn't been enough. There's things about this game that I felt like are long overdue, and I feel like this game it's living past its life cycle. What I mean by that is I feel like this game should have ended a few years ago, as not much has really changed about the game besides, you know, the heroes and the reworks and stuff, but that's about it. Still, we still have the same scenery. Maps have been overdue for a long time in this game, and it doesn't look like we're gonna get anytime soon anyway. There's so many missed opportunities for them to give us like a new environment. I felt like the Wulin, when they were first introduced, I felt like that was a good time. But I think we might have gotten one map since the Wulin, and I don't know, I just feel like most of the time they made maps for game modes that nobody even played, like elimination, skirmish and stuff. Those had the best maps in my opinion, and they're not really being played. Nobody really plays elimination or anything. Dominion and Breach has been the main 2 game modes for this game for many years. Nothing much has changed about them. They got little reworks here and there, but I say it's not really nothing too major in my opinion. And I do want to make this clear. This is all my opinion, so take this how you will. If you choose to get mad about what I say, then so be it. Also, I just believe that this game is not new player friendly. It's not that I believe, I know that this game is not new player friendly at all. Like, the combat and the mechanics are just too advanced, and it's just hard for new people to come to the game, and it's just hard for people to come in and pick up the game and play, because the game has become more complex than it used to be. It used to be a lot more simpler. So this game has trouble getting in new players. Like, they'll get a flux of new players in, like during like special promotions, like they'll put the game out for free for like a week or something like that. Yeah, you'll get a flux of new players for like what, a couple days, then it just goes right back down. This game is just not meant for newer players. So this game is not going to get any bigger than what it is now. The best thing they can do now is just make a completely new game. Everybody start off fresh. If they want to gain a bigger audience for this game. And I do hope that this game does get the attention it deserves one day when they make a new game, because the current one isn't. But you know, that's just me. But I just feel like this game doesn't offer much. In my opinion, it's not worth it right now going back to this game. I feel like a new game is long overdue as well. At this point, the only way I will ever come back to For Honor is if they do make a new game. The game has grown stale and just dry. There's just not much to it anymore. Like I said before, they consistently drop content on us, that being emotes, executions, you know, illustrious outfits, masks. They even introduce skins, but in my opinion, I don't think that's enough. I feel like me personally, I think brand new game mode, just having 2 game modes, it's the same dry formula. Not only that, I think that this game just needs a new game mode to shake everything up, like something completely different. Or I mean, it could be an objective based game mode, or it can't. Like, you can just do like just an all out team brawl or whatever, which, I mean, that's basically what skirmish is, and elimination. But I mean, there's gotta be something they could do to revive those game modes. I don't know if it's because they give less XP than Breach and Dominion. I wonder if that's the reason why nobody really plays those game modes, because those are my favorite games. Skirmish and elimination are my favorite game modes. I would take those over Dominion every time, but some days it's just hard to get games of elimination or skirmish. So, you know, you just have to settle with the more populated game modes like Dominion and Breach. And another thing I want to also mention is this game doesn't really feel like a next gen game. I feel like it's about time for us to get an actual next gen For Honor, because this game was made for the PS4 at the time that it came out. And I think we deserve to have a next gen For Honor game with updated mechanics and all that. There's no telling what they could do with these new systems nowadays. I just feel like For Honor needs a big change. We need something new at this point. The content they're providing is just not doing enough. I've played this game since the beta. Just imagine just playing the same game mode over and over again. Hardly able to get any other matches and other game modes, because not really many people play those. Yet they are very stale. It's not just, this game doesn't really offer much nowadays. It feels like they spent more time fixing the game than giving us the content that we asked for. I will say the biggest things that they've given us that I really appreciated was crossplay, for one. I wish cross progression was a thing as well, like with some of Ubisoft's other games, but I don't want to stray away. Basically, I just want to say that I've gotten to the point where, you know, I'm just not really enjoying the game as much as I used to. But who knows? They want to push this game in like the competitive direction, so we might not ever see an increase in players in a lobby or anything like that. So I'm not holding my head on that one too much. I wanted to make this video to basically say my goodbyes to this game. I had such good times with this game. A lot of very good moments, great moments. You know, at my peak in this game when I was making content, I had a great community. We used to have fun, you know, have fight clubs. That's always nice. But my unfortunately, my audience and me too. I mean, I think I felt it before they did. Like, I was just pretty much done with this game, and they are too. Most of the time I played this game by myself. I didn't really have people to play with after the first few years. So I just pretty much been solo queuing, and you know, I don't have really a big problem with that because, you know, randoms are randoms, and I don't really care. I don't really care to win. I just play to have fun. I don't care to win every game. You know, I troll some games or whatever. I just play to have fun and just use the heroes that I love to use. But I just don't have it in me to grind, to continuously grind this game. There's not much to grind for. Like, to me, once you get to rep 8, you get all the best armor and all the weapons and everything. You get all the gear at rep 8. Beyond that, I say what you get for the higher reps, I'd say it's not worth it. I don't care about color palettes at rep 60 or 70. The emotes and effects aren't all that either. There's just it's not nothing to grind for. I wish the rewards were better, especially when you've done everything you could possibly do in this game. Get everything that you possibly can or want in this game. After that, there's nothing else to grind for. So with that being said, I said pretty much everything I wanted to say. There might have been some things I left out. This is not a scripted video or anything. This is just me speaking from the heart. This ain't me hating on the game. I don't hate the game. It's just time for me to let go and continue on to something else. It's the end of an era for me, and I'm on to a new journey now. I'll always have For Honor as one of my best games of all time. This game has truly entertained me, kept me entertained consistently for years through good and bad. But with that, I must say my goodbyes. Farewell, old friend. Hopefully one day I can come back when there's a new game. But farewell, and I'm out.